Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has moved further into the micro support region that we talked about in the previous two videos today. That's precisely where we wanted the price, somewhere in that support region. Bitcoin already broke initial micro resistance here, but that was really just the micro resistance, but got rejected at the trend line and is now deeper in the support region. So we have to see now if the price can turn around in this micro support area before we discuss that further. Quick reminder, looking at the bigger picture, I don't want to get into the daily time frame. We can do that tomorrow again. But the idea is that here in this move to the downside, okay, we have a C wave down, which technically looks complete. I think that is very important to understand. This decline from this top on the 7th of June, it looks technically complete. We could have bottomed already. Now, after that, we've seen a 5-wave move up into today's high. So this is where we're going to start the discussion. However, before we do that, it is possible still to get one more low. This scenario that I'm tracking on the larger time frame, this wave 4 correction that started in March, it has space all the way down to 50,700. So far, we haven't got any convincing signal that we're turning around, but we have a start, a possible 1-2 setup to the upside. This is what we see. So therefore, I'm considering that the low could be in, but I need to see some further evidence. And in this video, I want to share with you what that is. In order from an Elliott Wave point of view to be able to confirm that a low has formed. Well, first of all, we've seen this 5-wave rally into resistance. Mentioned to you yesterday that from here, ideally we see a pullback. We've seen a pullback. I gave you some levels to watch, starting from 56,575 and going down to 54,604. Now, we've seen a bounce from the, let's say, white target zone. So if we talk about the internal structure here, it could have been that we turn around here at 56,600. The market, however, could not generate a turnaround, and we did not get a break above the trend line, which would have been an initial breakout signal. So I can also take out this target zone. This was based on the internal structure of a possible ABC. This was the target zone. Now, the fact that we broke below it indicates this is not an ABC, or it was not an ABC. It must be something different. For example, as I show here, a WXY structure. This is basically what I'm observing now, what I'm watching for now, where we're now in the Y wave, and this could be an ABC in wave Y. But really, it then needs to finish soon, this correction. It's coming down quite rapidly. Next micro support at 55,415 and then 54,600. If this is really a so-called 1-2 setup where we have an initial micro 5-wave move up and then a 3-wave pullback, which should form a higher low, well, then it should really hold above 54,600. Any break below it will likely lead to invalidation. However, I have to say a double bottom is possible because it could also be an ABC structure in the yellow count. B waves can easily go below the support region. Okay, B waves are a little bit more tricky. They respect fib levels less than a wave 2. So that means we can still watch potentially for higher, even if we break below the ideal support region. But I would need to still see some reaction before we really get a sustained break below the Friday low. And it would then most likely just be the yellow count. And there is no low in place anyway until we see a possible upside reaction, a small 1-2 setup within wave C or wave 3 here. Okay, so this should give you all the parameters to watch. Pay also attention to the trend line. I think that is still relevant. I mean, it has pretty much 3 touch points. So a sustained break above the trend line could suggest that a low has formed. Okay. So that's what I'm watching. So far, nothing necessarily unusual about it, even though Bitcoin could now start to think about a turnaround to the upside. If this is the white count, even in the yellow count, it shouldn't move down much more. So yeah, basically the bullish perspective is still valid. I mean, short-term bullish, okay. Watch the next fib support levels. A B wave can go lower, but it's not clearly bullish. And overall, if we break below 54,600, it increases the odds that we are getting one more low more directly. Even though, as I said, we can still technically watch for a larger ABC, but it's not anything that is worth normally trading. You know, those B waves, they are messy. But yeah, already now, I mean, we see a small reaction. It would be great if it turns around here. I mean, it is I have to say, it's actually quite beautiful 5-wave move up here. It is a nice 5-wave move up, actually. So it's adhering to all the principles. I mean, that doesn't guarantee a turnaround, but still, it would be nice, right? It would be nice. So we'll see. It's still a pretty small wave degree. So, I mean, they are fragile, these microstructures. But let's see. It's already showing a little bit of a reaction now to support. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.